And now we're back to the clown car.
AOC and Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg, they're all vying to be the lead contender of the 2020 race, and all of them have very deep flaws. Like, where do I even start? And AOC is
Good. All of them have very deep flaws.
on this anti-oligarchy tour, and you know what? She was just exposed for flying on a private jet.
So that is.
Yeah, again. So what? Dude, she's not missing any House votes while going from city to city. So what if she's on a private jet? What do you think they're supposed to do? AOC and Bernie, when they're flying into a town with fucking 40,000 people showing up for the rally, you think they're supposed to get off a United plane? Get mobbed in the terminal? Right? Maybe fucking take a bullet like your dumbass bro Trump? You know what I'm saying? They're fucking going from city to city? Like, goddamn, yeah, they're not golfing. They're not taking a private jet to fucking Mar-a-Lago and charging a Secret Service guy $400 for a bottled water, you stupid bitch. Like, goddamn, bro. It was one flight. Dude, I wouldn't care if they took a private jet to every flight. Like, the fact of the matter is you're igniting shit you can't fly in a plane. Like, come on, man.
Is the disgusting hypocrisy.
Right.
The fact that she labels herself as this climate, that, you know, the originator of the Green New Deal. She has the gumption to.
Dude, like, Lindy Li is like, what is she even screeching about? The hypocrisy. Oh, she started the Green New Deal, and then she took a private jet to go to 5 cities in 5 days. How dare she? Oh, my God, she should have ridden a horse from every rally to the other, right? They're like, oh, because she's, you know, a sponsor of the Green New Deal, right? She has to fucking, like, go by kayak to every campaign rally. Dude, what the fuck are they doing, bro? Oh, my God, dude. That's so funny.
But the issue is her hypocrisy. I am a staunch environmentalist, which is actually what kept me in the Democratic Party.
Dude, she's a staunch environmentalist now. Dude, this came up with 𝗃𝗃𝗪. It's the first time Lindy Li has ever mentioned the environment. But now she's a staunch environmentalist that is, you know, raising money for the guy who doesn't believe in climate change. Like, what fucking timeline are we on, guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we even talking about? She's a staunch environmentalist now. And, dude, it's hard. I see why you unplugged.
For more than a decade. I care deeply about clean air and clean water. This is the hill that I will die on. And she dares to fly around on private jets all day long, every week, day in and day out, and call herself an environmentalist. Like, how dare you?
All day long? All day long, guys. She is just flying back and forth. New York to LA, New York to LA, New York to LA. Just no reason. She's just cruising on the private jet. And the staunch environmentalist Lindy Li is really torn up by this, guys. Dude, it is like, it's a fucking parody of a parody at this point.
How dare you become one of the most egregious carbon emitters? You're literally killing us. That's what you're doing. I feel that strongly about it.
Yes, AOC and Bernie Sanders used private plane for part of fighting oligarchy tour. They used a private jet to travel between Bakersfield and Sacramento. Oh, dude, Bakersfield and Sacramento, that is literally like, you're not even going to get a commercial flight there unless you're like renting out a fucking Cessna or some shit. Neither Sanders nor Ocasio-Cortez owned private jets. They chartered flights on a private jet. There were no commercial flights between Bakersfield and Sacramento, where the two held 2 separate rallies on the same day. Driving that distance would have taken 5 hours, so they had to take a charter flight. So there you go. So it was one flight between 2 small airport towns for 2 rallies on the same fucking day. Okay? The story was also picked up by several outlets, including the Post, Daily Mail, Washington Times, and they paint the duo as hypocrites for taking a private jet. Several allege the flight happened on Earth Day. But you know what's funny is it didn't happen on Earth Day. They just put it out on Earth Day in order to amplify this. Snopes readers searched the website in an attempt to figure out if the video was real. It was real, although the charter flight did not happen on Earth Day, but happened a week before on the 15th. Dude, so there you go. Here's what the schedule looked like. On Saturday, they were in LA. Then on Sunday, they went to Salt Lake City, Utah. Monday, they went to Nampa, Idaho. Tuesday, they did Bakersfield and Folsom, which is up in Northern California. And then on Wednesday, they did Missoula. So they did 5 rallies in 4 days. Okay? 5 rallies in 4 days. LA, Salt Lake, Nampa, Bakersfield, Folsom, and then up to Missoula. Dude, that's a crazy schedule. And based on that schedule, the only way for Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez to end rallies in Bakersfield and Folsom was to use a private plane. So again, this is all fucking bullshit. Okay? All bullshit.
I reposted that as well.
And Jillian,
compliments of Charlie Kirk with Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. And you know on what day she was exposed? On Earth Day.
Wow, how ironic. I think of everyone that I've kind of tuned into, tapped into, it seems like she's probably the most viable option, at least for Gen Z. And that seems to be what's for Gen Z specifically. Like, I think that when it comes...
Dude, we spend like $3 million in taxpayer money every time Donald Trump goes golfing.
To the primaries, I think that she is pretty much a lock with Gen Z. Possibly the general election as well, if she were to make it that far. But I think that her views would be a little bit more of an issue with anyone who is more moderate or anyone who, I mean, she's a self-proclaimed socialist at the end of the day. And there's a lot of people who buy into that without really knowing what it means. And
Dude, she's such an idiot without really knowing what it means. You don't know what it means, you fucking idiots. You fucking bunch of white women with Karen haircuts and bright red lipstick on in this stupid-ass View... Temu View set.
Implications of that, you know?
I mean, I don't know if she's a socialist, to be quite frank. I think that she tends to position herself or present herself as someone who is very far left economically speaking. But when you look at her leadership or how she has governed as a member of Congress, she seems to really lean into more of the culture war stuff than anything else, to be honest with you.
I've always perceived her as being... Listen, I also want to get this out of the way because she's not a bartender. She has like a double major.
Yeah, by the way,
can you pull this up? She's actually I don't like her politics, but I'm sick and tired of calling her a bartender because I believe she's got like a double major in economics or political science, something.
Dude, so what? A bartender can't be educated? Like, look at the shit they're doing here with these fucking judgmental fucking Karens. Like, I was a bartender. But I also went to UCLA to study aerospace engineering. Like, you know, bartenders aren't just dumb fuckers. There are a lot of people with degrees, with double major degrees that are bartenders. Why? Because the job market here in America sucks. Come on, man. What are we fucking talking about, right? It's that attitude, dude. We saw the same shit from Alina Habba when she was, like, talking down on her. They always need to, like, you see, like, secretly how they really feel about the working people, right? Like, if you're a bartender, you can't go get a degree, right? No. If you get a degree, you're not a bartender anymore. Now you're a fucking special elitist person. But again, though, guys, what we need to focus on is this right-wing propensity to have a different standard. Because for them... Okay, for Bernie Sanders to be like, oh, you guys are left-wingers? You guys believe in, like, the working man? Oh, shit, you took one chartered flight, one private plane. You guys are frauds. But Donald Trump gets to be for the working man, okay? They let this guy, they say this guy is for the working man all the time. He goes everywhere on a private plane. A plane that he owns, he charters planes all the time. Doesn't matter. He spends $3 million in taxpayer money to go golfing. Okay? He sits on a gold toilet while he's fucking tweeting nonsense. Okay? But this guy can live a reckless life of waste and luxury and just completely pissing on everyone, and they will never question anything he does. Okay, but if Bernie and AOC, if they're going to be leftists, they have to be perfect, right? Okay, you cannot own an iPhone. If you're for socialism, if you're for the people, no iPhone for you. You have to etch your shit on a stone tablet, right? You must take a kayak to your rally, all right? You're not allowed to eat in a restaurant where a meal costs more than $5. You must buy all your clothes at Ross, right? That's what the leftist people, they have to be perfect. They have to be like perfect. And these guys are fucking liars.
Plenty of opportunity to trust
Right,
me.
and you've rejected them
Trust
at every
me.
opportunity you've
Every
had.
single opportunity.
Purely on the basis
I'm not going to pretend I have not rejected it any opportunity.
But the point is the hypocrisy.
Of course,
That's
it's not
the
just
issue.
that. It's not. I'm not done though, because at the Met Gala, she goes in this designer gown. She says she's a woman of the people. She goes to the Met Gala of all places and hobnobs with the richest people in the world.
Dude, the Met Gala is fucking, I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the Met Gala? You know how hard it is to get invited? And that was like years ago when she got invited to the Met Gala. And she wore the AOC dress. Dude, the tax the rich, yeah. Dude, I would go to the Met Gala, right? Dude. She wore a fucking tax the rich dress. And what year was this, dude? This was fucking... When was this, dude? It was 4 years ago. Dude, it was amazing. But again, they're talking about 4 years ago. So she went and made a statement at the Met Gala, right? Dude, I love the Met Gala. I'll be honest. I have a fucking thing about the Met Gala, okay? I was literally reading about it yesterday or a couple days ago because it just happened. And so I was looking at the guest list and I was like, dude, how do you get invited? Like, I want to get invited to the Met Gala. I do, but you have to be invited by Anna Wintour. I don't know if I'll ever be famous enough. But again, though, it's that weird double standard, but they're talking about 4 years ago. And everybody goes to sort of make their own personal statement. And she went, and I thought she made a great statement. But again, you can't, right? Donald Trump can have 14 billionaires in his cabinet. That's fine, okay? He can have a bunch of rich bitches that have been Botoxed until they look like fucking canned hams with fucking lipstick on them, right? That's fine. But if you go to the Met Gala and you're a socialist, now we have to send you to the El Salvadorian jail. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.